Alright guys, here we are gonna pick up a load. We're over in LaGrange, Indiana, picking at I believe what they call one of the wave yards over here in LaGrange. It is back here in the bushes too. I'm looking for the code to get in. I'm not sure. I'll try to go ahead and pull the camera out so we can kind of show the entrance coming in here. But sure, let's see how to get in, because I don't see a code to get in. So let me jump out and look and see what we got. Well, there it is. Look like they pulled one over on me. My goodness. They'll get you once, they won't get you twice. Alright, let me see what I gotta do to hook this thing up. Alright guys, here we are over at the Waves LaGrange yard, picking up this mighty beast. Just to be honest with you, don't pay worth a crap, and it definitely don't look like it's going to pull worth a crap. So I don't know, I tell you. That's just how it is when it's slow. That's why everybody's fussing and wanting to de-lease. Because when it's slow, you just get stuck with stuff like this. And it's cheap because Horizon's probably brokering it from Waves. So Waves is making money off of it. Horizon's making money off of it. But the driver, he's making little money off of it. But we're going to keep the wheels rolling and look forward to better days, because I know the better days are coming. Here's just a quick look around the Horizon yard. I mean the Waves yard, sorry. So let me get backed up to this thing, get my stuff out, and we'll check back in with you. So the routine I think I'm gonna work on is I'm gonna put the license plate and the battery and torque before I hook up to it. That way I know I got that right. So, of course, I don't know, it might be easier to do some of this. I don't know if y'all want to see a big fat guy torquing wheels, but let's see what we got here. I did the other side already, and all of them were good. Wasn't any loose ones. But that don't mean there can't be one. That last one I done, it had some loose ones. Everything's torqued. Everything's pretty good. Didn't really tighten any up. Oh, got a lot of glass. A lot of glass. I hate glass. Whew, you gonna hear me huffing and puffing. That's for sure. So here I got all my stuff out right here. Laid everything out, start kind of laying it on the ground where I need it. And so now I need to get the battery, get it set up. So let me do that real quick. Alrighty, put the lid back on it. Get my 1-inch strap. They do require you to have a ratchet strap. There, we got that all done, wrapped up. Well, y'all know, guys know how embarrassed I am. Somebody backing up to load up right beside me. So I'm gonna put you back in the truck until I get it loaded up. like this is as close as I want to be able to get to the beach. Been driving around for an hour. There are no parking places anywhere to get out and go to the beach, so maybe I can jump out of the truck and just take a picture of it real quick. Alright, well, there it is. That's the best I can do. You get here a lot earlier if you want to see the beach, I guess. You're going to get a parking place. But there it is. Daytona Beach. Not Daytona. Panama City. Oh, here's a better view right there. Pretty waters. Pretty waters. Alright guys, I got that one unloaded over here at Panama City, Florida. I pulled up there about 10-15 minutes early and wasn't planning on bothering nobody. I mean, I wasn't in no hurry, but had about a 3 or 4 hour drive down from Montgomery, so had to go to the bathroom. So I walked in. As soon as I opened the door and walked into the service, "We'll be out there in a little while." "How'd you get in here?" "I didn't even know that door was unlocked." I'm like, "Oh no, hey, I mean, I told him I'm not rushing. I just wonder if I could use your restroom." So I walked in there, used the restroom. I was like thinking, oh, it's gonna be one of those places. I'm tickled to death I got unloaded on Saturday so I can get on back up, but I was like, oh, it's gonna be one of those places, and come out of the bathroom, went back out there. He practically followed me out, and he goes, "Go ahead and unhook your trailer and everything. Just leave the battery on so I can check the slides." And I'm telling you, buddy, he was waiting on me. He done checked it out, had the paperwork ready. So you never know. Sometimes you think they're all fussy and gripey, but it turns out the other way. So anyway, they had to wait on me. So got that one unlocked, got that one off, and thought I'd drive down and do my little outro or whatever, just my final thoughts about that load. I thought I'd do it on the beach, but Panama City, if y'all have ever been to Panama City, that's not, you can't just walk out on the beach. Either a private beach, got a gate locking the door, or pay money. Anyway, I drove up and down the beach. There is a couple of public access, but wasn't nowhere to park. So anyway, here's the final thoughts on that load, sitting in my truck at Dickey's Barbecue right down the road. Stop at Dickey's, get some barbecue. Love that fried okra at Dickey's, man. That's some good stuff. So anyway, we got this load off, and we headed back to Indiana to see what they got Monday morning. And I kicked myself in the tail. I say stuff on Facebook, you know, everybody, you ain't got no loads. And there's loads, they just not the ones you want. And when I called her Friday and said, hey, I'm gonna be unloaded Saturday, so I'll be up there waiting on you Monday. She said, oh, okay, well, I'll tell you what, take this load to somewhere in New York. I said, you can load it as soon as you get back and have it up there Monday morning. Man, I don't know what it is about going northeast New York. I do know what it is, but that's another long story. But I can't stand going northeast, so I told her, I said, I'll just wait, see what happens Monday. Now watch, I'm gonna be sitting there all day Monday waiting on the load. And I gotta get that attitude, you know, just take what they have. Just take what they have and do it. And it'll get better down the road, and then you can be picky about what you get down the road. But you know, right now while it's slow, just take it and run, you know, just keep the money flowing until things get better. But I'm fixing to get off this thing and hit the road and head back up north. I'll holler at you later. I thought I'd show everybody, this is the kind of roads that the GPS has routed me on coming from Panama City, you know, headed back to, you know, Goshen, Indiana. I mean, we're taking some back roads. Sometimes I wonder if it knows where it's going. I was cruising along there on a real nice road thinking I was on my way to Montgomery, Alabama. And all of a sudden it said, turn left right here. And that's how I turned left on this little road. But 45-mile-an-hour speed limit. But I guess Google knows where I'm going. So we're going to just keep on rolling. The good thing is I got plenty of time to get there. So I might as well just cruise along here and enjoy the view. Alright guys, we're back from Florida. It was a nice little run, that destination trailer. It was a nice little run. It didn't pull too bad. I cleared about $800 after fuel. And yeah, I know they don't count maintenance and tires and all that stuff, but you know, I'm aware of all that. It's okay. It's okay. Don't worry about it. You know, I got it. So now we're back over here at the North Goshen yard, and we are about to pick up a camper going to, where was that? Grand? Oh, that sun's not right, is it? Sorry about that. Grand Junction, Colorado. So I'm gonna walk into the little kiosk here. This is where we print out our paperwork and everything, and get my paperwork. We'll go out there and we'll hunt down, I think it's a fifth wheel. I hadn't even really looked at it. I believe it's gonna be a fifth wheel. I don't know. So let me go check out that paperwork and we'll go look for it. It's gonna be in row number 2, which it is a fifth wheel. I saw that was on the paperwork. And these are the only fifth wheels out here right here, so not a whole lot to pick from. We know it's a Jayco, which we got 4 Jaycos. Ooh, North Point. Probably not a North Point because it's fairly lightweight. I forgot what's the unit number. 0110. Rats. Boy, I'd love to hook on to that North Point. 0110. No, it's not the Alliance. Sorry, I forgot to fasten my seat belt. Gonna beep on us. 0110. There it is. It's gonna be the very last one. The little Jayco Eagle. Hey, these little Jayco Eagles why can't I talk? Little Jayco Eagles pull really good. It's about the same thing I took down to Fort Worth the other day. All right, well, let's check it out. Let's look. Go over here to the water heater. See if they got some paperwork shoved in there. No, they got the key. So if they don't shove the paperwork in there, make sure that's back on there. They probably just put the paperwork in the door here. Well, let's check that out. Now, all my footage that I did on that load going down to Florida really stunk. So I don't know if Nathan's going to use any of that or not, because I don't know, didn't do a very good job. So I'm going to try to do a little better job on this one. So we got our paperwork, and I'm going to go back and... So one of the things I started doing with the last load I did going to Florida... Let me kill this motor so you can hear me talk. I had decided... Let me looking at my messy truck. I have decided that the first thing I want to do is I'm going to put the license plate on. I'm going to torque the wheels and put the battery in before I ever hook up to it. That's just for my own thinking, keeping things straight. That kind of helped me. Let's look at here at the VIN number. Turn on screen so I can see. We're looking for a VIN number right here. We got the 1UJCAO, One Wii 0110. One Wii 0110. So it is a match. We have a match. So I'm gonna go ahead and drop my tailgate. I'm gonna back up to it, but then I'm gonna do the tags, the lug nuts, and the battery before I finish up hooking to it. There you go. Yeah. I see. People that do YouTube get real coordinated on doing things one-handed because you always got a camera in the other hand. Alright, so let's jump in here and back it up. And I'm not going to try to hold the camera while I do that, but let me get lined up to it and I'll come right back. Alright, that video got rudely interrupted because when I opened the lid to my toolbox, I realized that I left my battery on that travel trailer in Panama City. So boom, 140 bucks down the drain. Now I'm gonna call them, maybe get lucky, and maybe a Horizon driver may go by there and pick it up for me, but you know, I can't count on that. Probably not gonna happen. So I had to run to O'Reilly's, grab a battery in a battery box, and get back over here. Got it hooked up, got everything plugged up because I had to jump on it because I want to hurry up and try to beat. It's getting dark. So anyway, I got this hooked up here. Check out my fifth wheel. It's latched and locked. The breakaway cable is hooked up. Let me go ahead and close some of this stuff up. Now I'm gonna grab the keys and come around and lock all these boxes, but let's see, what are y'all looking at? I did the lug nuts and the plate. And all the lights are working, got some flashers going. I believe we read, well, we get the landing gear up. Yeah. Y'all see all my mistakes. Because I haven't done anything. I mean, I would have caught that. So let's walk back here and put the landing gear up. I don't like doing this in the dark. I want to be able to see what I'm doing. Like, whoop, what we got here? All right. I don't know. Getting the landing gear rolled up here. We'll suck it up as high as it'll go, and then we gotta manually raise them the rest of the way. I'm getting lazy. I'm leaving that hitch on. That thing's so heavy, and when I get through, if I'm not careful, whoop, there you go. If I'm not careful, I threw my back out on that first travel trailer. After handling that hitch and handling the batteries, I got home. I was laid up for 3 days. Had to go to the doctor, get a steroid shot. Not gonna make that mistake again. Lift with them legs, bend them knees. Just leave the hitch on the truck. Don't take it off. It's way under the fifth wheel, so it ain't gonna near about bother the fifth wheel. All right, well, I gotta put the camera down so I can raise these jacks the rest of the way up manually. All right, guys, here we are at Humphreys RV in Grand Junction, Colorado. It's a nice little place they got out here. I tell you, they got plenty of room. Everything's spread out. You know, some of these places you get into, you can't barely get in and out of them, but real nice looking place. So looks like we made it here. Everything looks like it's in good shape. Old truck did good through the mountain passes coming across 70. So I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna get the license plate, and I don't know if he wants me to sit down here or where, so I'm gonna check out that and We'll follow up just a little bit later. If you are unloading in Grand Junction, Colorado around lunchtime or supper time, Grand International Buffet. That's the place to be. I would rate that as one of the top Asian buffets I've ever ate at. And they've got a slew of American food. I didn't eat any of it because I came looking for Asian buffet, but they had ribs and corn and taters and all kinds of stuff. They had crab legs. I walked in and seen the crab legs. I said, oh no, it's gonna be 30, 40 bucks or something. And it was a little pricey, but I didn't even eat the crab legs. But I tore up the coconut shrimp in 1995, so it was a little pricey, but I guarantee you it was worth it. It was a good buffet. There you have it, Grand Junction, Colorado, Grand International Buffet. So I'm coming across 70 East, you know, cutting through the Rocky Mountains here. Beautiful, beautiful scenery, and I decided to pull over in Eagle, Colorado. I forgot what the exit number is, but I was definitely ready for a good coffee. I was sick and tired of them truck stop coffees, so I found me a good coffee shop. Stop and whip me up a good coffee, but I seen this little park they had here in Eagle and decided to walk over down here and look at the river. I'll go ahead and bring y'all with me. Take a look at it. It's real nice scenery. Beautiful, beautiful river here. I love I-70. It's one of my favorite roads. And I hear people on Facebook talking about, oh, I go around. I don't go down I-70. Too many curves, too many mountains, too many climbs, but and they talk about fuel prices, but I don't know. I didn't have any problems, and I fueled up. Of course, I got that 109-gallon tank, and I fuel up at Grand Isle, Nebraska. And if I top everything off there, I come all the way to Grand Junction and back. I plan on making it all the way back to Grand Isle, Nebraska before I have to fuel up again. And as far as fuel mileage goes, going through the mountains did not affect my fuel mileage. Yeah, when I'm climbing mountains, I'm getting 3 or 4 miles to the gallon. But then I turn around, well, I say turn around, then I go down the other side of the mountain, and I'm getting 20, 30 miles per gallon. So I end up, by the time I go all the way through the mountains, I end up with the same mileage. You know, around 9, 10 miles a gallon average all the way across. So going through the mountains do not affect my fuel mileage. And I love to be able to stop, look at some scenery, enjoy something different. That's why I love going west. There's so many different things to see. Anywho, that's a weird word. I never say it. I don't know why I said it now, but anywho, I'll catch up with you down the road.